What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Self-Growth channel, where your journey to personal transformation begins. I'd like to take this time to remind you that all of the information provided in these videos should be used for informational and educational purposes only, and it should not be used as a substitute for professional mental health advice or medical advice. Now, let's get back to the content for today. Today, we're going to be discussing dry mouth, a common symptom of anxiety. This symptom often feels like your mouth is lacking moisture, like it's difficult to swallow or difficult to speak, or that your saliva becomes thicker. You may have the urge to lick your lips or to sip on water, and this urge seems to often come back, and you'll be sipping on water a lot. See, the dry mouth that accompanies anxiety triggers the thirst mechanism in the hypothalamus known as the osmoregulatory system. This system controls whether or not you feel thirsty or feel like you've had enough to drink. The technical term for dry mouth is xerostomia, and xerostomia is a symptom of the fight or flight response. Your body is prioritizing more important bodily functions than digestion, and saliva production in your mouth is part of digestion because the saliva helps to produce enzymes that break down food. So essentially, your body is down-regulating saliva production to prioritize other bodily functions to keep you safe because you've perceived danger. The interesting thing here is that while you're anxious, your body actually will signal the anti-diuretic hormone. This means your body will be trying to retain water because it believes that retaining water in moments of stress will have a beneficial result for you. So despite the feeling that you need to drink, you may not need to drink. And despite the fact that your mouth is dry, this is not an indication that you are dehydrated, if it is due to anxiety. In fact, because of the water retention that is caused by anxiety, you can start to feel bloated or puffy if you drink too much water to try to calm this symptom down. And that can also lead to some of your digestive distress. So what are some of the common misconceptions? People will think that they're dehydrated, they'll think that they have an actual health problem, or they will think that they should avoid speaking. I'd like to rewind a little bit and go over why your body produces this sensation in the first place. Hormonal changes that occur as the result of anxiety, such as the release of adrenaline and cortisol, directly impact the functioning of the salivary glands because adrenaline constricts blood flow to these glands. Next, anxiety can often produce mouth breathing, and this mouth breathing can contribute to drying out the tongue and the lips. And lastly, anxiety produces heightened awareness. This is what is known as a psychosomatic effect. You become much more aware of your bodily sensations, including the dryness, making it feel like your mouth is drier than it really is. An interesting note is that having a dry mouth is actually related to your airway, as your mouth is the entryway for your airway. So these symptoms can kind of mix together. With your shortness of breath and your dry mouth, you may have an increased sensation of not being able to breathe properly, which will increase your anxiety and increase these symptoms as a result. So again, to manage these symptoms, it's really important to address your stress levels. You can use techniques such as deep breathing and relaxation, or gently massaging your jaw, as this can increase blood flow and reduce tension around the mouth. Massage is also known to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of the fight or flight response. The last tip here is to always take good care of your oral health. Good oral hygiene will improve the salivary gland health in your mouth. This means that when your body is stimulating saliva release, it will do so in an optimal fashion, hydrating the mouth, preparing you for times when your mouth goes dry, for instances during perceived danger, anxiety, and fear, or heightened stress. Lastly, having good oral hygiene can reduce self-consciousness that some experience when their mouth gets dry. This self-consciousness can sometimes lead to avoidance behaviors, which generally reinforce the cycle of anxiety. So after learning these things about dry mouth, I'd like you to take some time to think about what you can do to manage your stress levels so that you can live an overall more satisfied, more comfortable, and more value congruent life. That's all for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video. Later.